talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitated. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murdered my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Tito, she a pack. Finna guaranteed move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todos tus raperos favoritos paniqueados, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos adoptados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No ain't not yet, que pueda conmigo. Dios es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. Just a light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes.
From the home of the 2021 AFC champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
On one, ready? 11 MT, 11 MT. John.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just back protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Mixon with a first down carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Burrow on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Now ETN to start the drive. And taken down just shy of the 40. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-0. On 2nd down, here's the option. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
In on the tackle is the lineman, Perrion Winfrey.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. The Bengals at 500 at 6-6. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
11 empty, right? 11 empty, right? 11 Thomas.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
11 mighty.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
11.
Mixon again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Mixon. Bowling his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Watson on third down. And that is incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Cooper, the man in motion right. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
12 more yards there and another first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, a run with Etienne. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's 2nd and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson. rolling to his right. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
They'll run with Etienne, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th and goal, here's the option. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now. But I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
11 empty.
Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
11.
Here's Burrow. Hits this running back, Pirine. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. 11. 11 Thomas. 11 empty. Take. 11 empty. Take.
Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
To the air again, Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Here we go.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Watson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1, ready?
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Burrow on 3rd down. Open man is Higgins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Watson now to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson. He showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Here we go.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he is going to be
taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw.
11-90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Slot man moves right.
11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real option.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
11 Thomas.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
11.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
12.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it's Watson. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big pickup of 38.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go. 11 empty, 11 empty. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now receiver in motion left. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Bengals. Samaje Perine from a yard out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And McPherson on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And here's Watson on the keeper. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. To throw, Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Johnson on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Here's Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
First throw in OT for Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
This is taken at the 10.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over first and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT, and now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Etienne.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Browns are going to win the football game.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls.